Hello, this is Tim from Tech Artist. Welcome back to the stream. I'm gonna check something real quick. No. Don't want that tool. Don't crop. Brush. Let's see. Okay. Come on. Alright. Let's take a look. Alright. Now we should have everything in place. We're just defining the lines that are defined in my drawing. Making it simpler, yet at the same time making it so that it doesn't look like it's missing something. Well, just to basically get rid of all the sketch lines that are caused by just previous marks that I've made. There we go. Alright, let's see. For right now, I'm just fixing all my mistakes on, well, my drawing. Okay. That looks a lot better. So, the thing that sometimes bugs people is the fact that everything is drawn in a certain way. What I mean by that is if it's not even, if the line's not straight, people tend to see that and, well, they get annoyed. Like this right here, or the fact that frills do not line up. So many different things that can cause people to just hate the drawing. But there are many people who do not like provocative things, and I'm not going to explain that. I personally do not care. If you actually take all my feelings into account, I do not care if it's provocative or not. If it has a good story, good. Because that's usually what captivates me. Let's do this first. What people don't quite or want to understand is the fact that if a story isn't very captivating, then why are you reading it? Why are you watching it, actually? There's so many questions that someone can ask that it's like, why then are you even observing it? If it's your job, I understand that, but still. unless you're a critic, why are you even looking at something? But hey, to me, everybody's a critic in one way or another, for the good or the bad. There we go. And we add the lines. There, voila. Alright, let's fix a lot of this. So the first thing I need to do is this. Make these a lot better. And every day I always feel different. People think that a new day will make a new you. Not always. Because sometimes a new you is probably the worst thing that can ever happen, but it really depends on the context and just what exactly is happening. And when anybody freehands something, it's not going to be symmetrical. But the appearance of symmetry is the key. You want to fake the symmetry, not repeat it. It is a weird sort of thing when drawing. It's like, but I can make it look so perfect. Sometimes that's not the best thing. You want it to look similar, but not too similar that it looks off-putting. Because sometimes symmetry is very scary in its own right. But, yeah. Alright, got that. Now we just need to draw this line. Some lines look better than others. There we go. Alright. We got the brassiere. There we go. Got the brassiere. Got the arm. And then this side. We erase this part. There we go. Add our mole back. And carefully draw lines, curvature, all that important stuff, right? That's fine. Either way, I would need to fix it. There we are. There we go. But drawing is tricky as well as it is very meticulous. No one can... No one will draw something exactly the same, the way they've drawn it thousands and thousands of times before. They always use tricks, but that is mostly just tricks. It may look similar, but it will never look the same. That is usually what happens with that. Okay. Okay. No matter what, I always have to be careful when drawing anything, because I know I'm going to have to redo it multiple times, no matter how much or how good any part of it may look. Everything is always going to be tricky. But people will probably wonder, why didn't I go into animation? Well, looking at someone's face that worked in the industry, I saw their passion just not there. And it's like, it's just a job. Nothing more. I saw the passion on all the other people's faces, but the main person who was doing everything was just... no. But... what can you do? Plus, I do not enjoy working in a cubicle. That is the one thing that I will never enjoy. I still want to enjoy the fresh air if possible. And I know they do have places that have fresh air facilities and all that. That's not exactly what I'm talking about. There we go. Now to fix all the shading and yada yada. Now that I got the outline fixed, everything looks good. I will work on her later. I'm mostly just trying to fix the outline on her. But I did want to at least show you exactly something that is very simple to create. So, whenever I do hand studies, whenever I look at someone's body just to imitate them when drawing, the first thing I do whenever I see them is scribble. And I know scribbling is sort of something that someone doesn't want to go towards, but if you just scribble something out, you sometimes can get something that you didn't really think of creating, and it creates something very, very just interesting in its own right. But or you can just go really, really far out and just scribble like nobody's business, like this, But some people see shapes within shapes, but I can actually show you how to see something in this mess of scribbles. Someone can probably see something already, but I'm more of just doing a simple gesture and outline of nothing. So we'll take that as the basis of what we're trying to do. And then, what am I trying to see out of it? Well, I kind of see a bunny. And I sort of keep the outline of whatever sort of look that the whole entire scene has of it. So too many whiskers. Usually for a dog, a cat, a bunny. You want to have certain things. There. Simple bunny. But no, and you get something like that. But no, there are also other ways where someone just sketches something out. They sort of just try to figure out exactly what they wanted to do with what they're drawing. Maybe a knight, some sort of figure from the future, from the past, from the present. But it is something that I do, but I usually take in a clearer idea of what I want to draw. So I go even a step further, and do I want to draw a male, a female, a bunny girl, a dog girl, a demon, a Jeanne? Well, they're called Jinn in this world, but the ones that grant wishes. Just someone with pointy ears. So if we go with someone with pointy ears, that could fall under multiple different categories. Demon, half-beast, and so on and so forth. But I usually start with a crosshair and a circle. And then from that crosshair, I actually use the crosshair itself to sort of define. So what am I going to try to do? Am I going to try to find a witch? Am I going to just put a scarf on her? Or is it a he? Is it a she? Is it an elf? Or is it something that has no gender? So, and then I kind of get the idea. So what I want to try to do is, oh yeah, so this person's going to be a demon. So circle there, triangle, crosshatch, line up the ears a little bit better, and they can have multiple of ears and whatnot, but this just gets the basis of what you want to draw, what you want to come across. So draw the line for the mouth. We draw the neck just as a placeholder. And then, so from here, what do you want to do? Do you want to make the person curse? Do you want them to have a bunch of tattoos? Do you want them to have a bunch of piercings all over their body? What do you want to add? Do you want to basically knock off their skin and just show their bone? What do you want? Do you want to add horns to them? Do you want to make them a bunny? Do you want to make them a dog, a cat, or any manner of speaking of animal? But yeah, no, it all starts with the basis of what you want to draw. And everybody has what they want to draw in their mind. So they tend to draw exactly what they really want in one way or form. But no, if we take this into account, I can make it male, female. It always depends on how you display the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. Because right now it looks like a male, right? But then you start adding the features. So we put this at a different percentage. Then we start using this as a basis. So then we make the eyes sharper. It still looks male, yeah. And males can have a really short nose, but all you have to do to change it to female is change the lips. And there you go. You have a female. Or a very, very hot male. So it is very, very confusing. So, but to really give in towards the female persona, as you can see my cursor, it kind of already made the eye, but no, to really add the female persona, you take it a step further. So you have the eyes, but you don't have the eyelashes. So once you start adding the eyelashes, you can actually see that it's more female than male. Even though there are guys that have long lashes. The longer the lashes you make them, or the more pronounced that you make the lashes themselves, the less male it will look. And it is a very simple thing to change someone from male to female within a drawing. And all it takes is the change of the mouth. It's crazy, isn't it? But no, it also has to do with the shape of the face and so on and so forth. But there are men that actually look very feminine. And vice versa. I do not know why it did that. Sorry about that. But no. And then from here you take the ears. So if I wanted pointed ears, so there are many ways to make pointed ears. You take it from the top, bottom, and you can do a little bit of this. But if you really want to make them very characteristic, you actually want to make them a little bit more pronounced by doing from the bottom of the ears. Rings. But yeah, everyone has their own way of doing their ears too. And then you copy it and paste it. And the eyes follow different logic where there's circles that are slightly cut off. Circles inside circles. Then let's see. There we go. I'm mostly just doing this because it looks a lot cooler than just the simple symbols in the center. But yeah, no. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and sometimes the beholder is the viewer that's watching. I don't mind if people view this later, but... And there we go. I'm going to copy this here. So we take the lasso tool, we do... Actually, take the lasso tool, do this, Command copy, Command paste, Command T, and flip it for me. Thank you. Then we just match it on the other side, like so. And there we go. We have an ear that matches the other side. The ears are the only thing that you do want to match, unless you are making a very distinct option of making it so that the ear is damaged in some way or form through an accident or something. But then let's go back to layer 5. So I do want to add a few things to her. And the first thing I do want to add are some scars. Actually, more so writing. On both cheeks. Because symbolism is one of the things that people don't quite understand when actually creating a character. If you don't have an idea of how to create a character, there are many tools to sort of make up a character. But you take a scenario like, are they a werewolf? Are they a demon? Are they a mummy wrapped in the sarcophagus that is partial animal-like and such? But yeah, no, there are many different types of ways to find out what type of character do you want to create. She's a moon dye, which is basically a monk of spirits. That's also another reason why I don't like doing things exactly the same, because of this. And sometimes you kind of have to do just a little bit of aging on your characters too. And no one's head is going to be completely round, so there's that. So we take away the background. Then we have a general and simplistic character that we've created. Very disturbed, but a character nonetheless. So I'm gonna go ahead and on this character, let's do this. She never did have a well, she never did have any skin that was tan or auburn or anything like that. No. I'm just doing this as a basis, but yeah. But they shave their heads and their hair doesn't grow back, unless they want it to. But it's besides the point. But no, there's many different types of creatures out there, races. People don't quite understand on that. But yeah. It's always going to be hard to understand that there are just many different types of things, and nothing I can really do to change that, because that's any world. So it's more of just the basis. Do this. Need this to be a little bit larger. There we go. Red doesn't look very good on that part as much. Let's go with blue. A little bit darker though. Blue, purple, whatever it is. Mostly, I'm just trying to create a generic lit profile for the moment. I'll go back and add the details later, but yeah. And then let's make the eyes. I go all out no matter what it is, so. Right. There we go. Generic of what I was trying to go for. But no, it always takes different steps and stages to just make a drawing of any sorts. So no, I'm going to actually end it there for today. I'm not really feeling it, but I wanted to at least draw something and sort of show exactly what process I'm doing whenever I draw. So I'm also going to put out a couple more videos for time lapse. I'm still working on one of my paintings, so that will take a little bit of time to compile and set forth, but I do have at least one video almost ready. I still have to do a few things to that one, like add the music and just put everything in its place within the correct sequence of events. But hey, that's just any sort of type of editing. It needs to be put in the correct order, otherwise it doesn't look right. But that's just how it is. I do hope to see you guys next time, or in the future, of any point. But I do keep these on my channel for reference for anybody who ever wishes to use them. Use them as reference. Don't use them to copy or anything like that. The thing is, no matter if you think it's not copyright, it's still copyright when you actually copy someone else's work. And to do that, it's not really cheating, it's just a step forward. And there are many adaptations to that over time of what artists have achieved through copying other people's artwork and then modifying in some sort of way. And if you modify one thing like the eye color, that's not really changing anything. So, but I do hope everybody does have a good night or a good day, and all that their endeavors work out for them. Well, this is Tech Artist 41 signing off. Thanks for joining me. See you guys next time.